For parents, it can be hard to stand by as your child sits mesmerized by some of the most annoying kids' shows. Of course, it's always important to remember the shows were made for kids, which is why they can be so annoying at times. Children prefer bright colors and exciting noises, and their sense of humor is not as fully developed as an adult's. Furthermore, children thrive on repetition, as it can take them a bit longer to understand things. As a result, kids' shows can be a nightmare for adults to watch. While it's important to limit the amount of screen time your children have, many parents still keep up the age-old tradition of Saturday morning cartoons. However, if you ever glance at the television during these cartoon marathons, you might find yourself wondering, what on earth happened to cartoons? Many adults have fond memories of shows like Looney Tunes, The Flintstones, and Sesame Street. However, tuning into cartoons today can feel incredibly disappointing. But in many cases, this is not because cartoons today are worse than they used to be. There are plenty of wonderful modern cartoons that even adults can enjoy, including Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and Adventure Time. At the same time, there are also plenty of kids' shows today that are so asinine and pointless, you might be wondering how on earth your kids like them. Some shows are just plain annoying, while others feature rude or bratty characters. No parent wants to watch their kids start behaving rudely because they saw a cartoon character do it. If you have kids or are thinking of having them ever, we're going to give you some advice on which shows to avoid. In today's video, we're going to look at the top 10 most annoying kids' shows to ever cross your television screen. These shows have made the list for a variety of reasons, from obnoxious characters to freaky animation. Make sure you stick around until the very end of the video, where we'll reveal a show so annoying it's even in the name. Before we get started, make sure you leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all our videos. Factsverse presents the top 10 most annoying kids shows. Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer is hated among parents and teens alike. This repetitive show is featured as being educational, but you have to wonder whether it's teaching your kids anything. Dora first aired on June 12, 1999, and after 20 long years, it finally ended on August 9, 2019. However, many parents were horrified to discover that Dora's legacy wasn't quite over. A live-action version of the kids' show was released in 2019, the same year the show ended. While the show received generally favorable reviews, many parents found it to be a nightmare. The most annoying part of Dora the Explorer, however, is that it claims to help kids speak Spanish. In reality, it does very little to teach anything about the language. Most of the show is spent asking children which item will best help them cross a river or climb a mountain, and only a small amount of Spanish is used. Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go is based on DC Comics' Teen Titans, and it features the characters Robin, Raven, Cyborg, Starfire, and Beast Boy. However, this reboot is nothing like the original Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go first aired in 2013, and even though it has over 250 episodes so far, it has yet to show any signs of stopping. For some reason, kids love to watch this show. However, the show is incredibly frustrating for adults to watch, especially ones who are fans of DC Comics. The characters from the original Teen Titans were more complex and flawed, and they dealt with real problems. The cartoonish characters in Teen Titans Go seem to have nothing more to worry about than who's going to order pizza. The most annoying part of this show is watching once awesome characters become reduced to cardboard cutouts that are designed to sell as much merchandise as possible. Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa aired on Cartoon Network on September 2, 2013, and concluded on June 30, 2017. While Cartoon Network has produced some excellent modern TV shows, such as Steven Universe and Adventure Time, Uncle Grandpa may be their worst invention to date. Firstly, what on earth is the phrase Uncle Grandpa supposed to mean? Secondly, the show is too absurd for any adult to enjoy. Uncle Grandpa, the show's main character, is best friends with a slice of pizza and a tiger that poops rainbows. There are no values in the show, and it seems to be nothing more than crazy colors and obnoxious dialogue intended to make your child fall into a cartoon-induced stupor. If you think Uncle Grandpa is an annoying show, click the like button to let us know. Teletubbies. Teletubbies aired from 1997 to 2001 before it was canceled. However, the series was revived in 2015, much to the dismay of many parents who had grown sick of the original series reruns. What the show did to earn a revival is a mystery to many. The show features 4 giant, colorful creatures called Teletubbies who have miniature televisions in their stomach. They speak gibberish and promote baby talk to children who should be old enough to speak normally. These bumbling creatures waddle around in a whimsical world and solve problems, but they never speak a word of English. At least there's a narrator to describe what on earth these weird creatures are getting up to. Still, it's one of those obnoxious shows that you should keep far away from your children. CAILLOU. CAILLOU ran from 1997 to 2010, and the show is a favorite among children. However, many parents despise the show with the very cores of their beings. The main character, CAILLOU, is one of the whiniest characters in existence. The show is meant to encourage children to express their emotions freely, but they took things a little too far. At the slightest inconvenience, CAILLOU whines, complains, and even throws tantrums. While it's important for children to learn to express themselves, whining is certainly not the way to do it. This sets a horrible example for any child. Unless you want your kids to walk around whining about everything, avoid CAILLOU at all costs. Thomas and Friends. Thomas and Friends is a favorite among many children, and a lot of parents don't seem to mind it. This British show first aired in 1984 and has survived for decades. However, despite the series' charm, many parents realized that after a few episodes, the show has a disturbing trend. The name of the series would suggest that all of the tank engines are friends with one another, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Many of the characters are mean to one another, and they often enact plots of revenge to get back at another train for bullying. Barney and Friends. Barney and Friends is a classic children's show, but many parents cannot get over the annoying voice of that giant dinosaur. The show is so annoying that many older kids spend time coming up with grotesque rhymes to express their hatred for the show. While the show does exhibit good lessons and can be educational at times, it's simply too annoying for some parents to bear. Ooba. Ooba is a colorful and mesmerizing show that's sure to capture the attention of young children. However, these creepy, colorful dolls can look like something out of a fever dream to adults. Furthermore, the creatures communicate with weird noises that often sound too much like flatulence, something many kids find hilarious. For parents, however, this show has earned its place as one of the most annoying kid shows in existence. Max and Ruby. Max and Ruby features charming animation and adorable character designs. However, the likability of the show stops there. The character Max is a young rabbit who gets into all sorts of trouble, and his older sister, Ruby, is uptight and obnoxious. No matter which character your child prefers, they'll surely end up modeling some undesirable behaviors. This is yet another show that most parents prefer to keep hidden from their children. The High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange. This Cartoon Network show stemmed from a YouTube series called Annoying Orange. As the name suggests, this is the most annoying show you could ever show your children. The original YouTube series was not kid-friendly and featured lots of suggestive dialogue. However, Cartoon Network saw potential in the idea because it gained a lot of traction on YouTube. The High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange aired from 2012 to 2014, and it was mercifully canceled after 2 seasons. Still, that was more than enough time to drive millions of parents crazy. The main character, Annoying Orange, is incredibly creepy, as he's nothing more than a photo of an orange with human eyes and lips. However, his creepy appearance is far from his worst trait. He's the most annoying creature in the universe. He repeats everything he says for his amusement, something 5-year-olds seem to get a kick out of. Do yourself a favor and keep this show far away from your children. While there are still plenty of quality cartoons today, some of them are nothing short of garbage. Do you prefer classic cartoons or modern cartoons? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Factsverse for more.